You know, they say necessity is the mother of invention, Taurus. And that's what Spirit was showing me when I tuned into your energy this month, was somebody who is put in a situation that is uncomfortable, whether it ranging from like I'm bored to I'm in trouble and I need to make a quick change or something, you know, things are going to fall apart. In both cases, these people are invited to see things in a new way, to look at things from a bunch of different angles because they've never been, you know, forced to look at things from a bunch of different angles. Uranus has been transiting your sign for almost 7 years now. And it's going to transit soon into Gemini, and then it'll back up one more time into your sign, and then it's done. So there's been a lot of disruption. There's been a lot of revolutionary energy. It wouldn't be surprising if you've been through a really dramatic change that other people would be able to document looking back on your life, like marriage or divorce, like changing not just jobs, but like maybe entirely career paths. Maybe your spiritual beliefs changed. Somewhere in your life, check out your chart, there is this sense of disruption in the name of progress. Woohoo! Cards are jumping. Wow. That's your card. That's the Taurus card. That's the Hierophant. Clearly, Spirit is ready to get into your cards. So let's get into it. Let's get into the story of your month, keeping in mind this idea of sort of genius disruption. And so kind of what I'm feeling is if you are in like a hanged man limbo-ish situation in whatever way, take it as an opportunity. I know, bear with me. Listen, nobody wants to be there. I'm just saying that it is a useful, pragmatic lens to look through. I'm learning something from this. There is something that I'm going to be able to rework this, you know, like the magician. I'm going to remix what I have in front of me. I do still have all of these wonderful skills, all of this experience. I'm able to, wow, geez, Taurus. I'm able to make these changes and thrive is what I was going to say. There's the Fool and the Eight of Pentacles. I'm able to make these changes and thrive. I'm shuffling them back in, and now we're going to pull. All right, Taurus, let's get into the story of March. Taurus Sun, Taurus Moon and Rising people, Spirit. What do they need to know for their highest good? What is the truth? Please show us the landscape for Taurus people in the month of March. Spirit is bringing up your 11th house. The sun, especially if you're a Taurus rising, but for all Taurus people, there's an emphasis right now on your house of big goals, long range. I mean, talk about Uranian, Uranus themes, the future. What big picture? When I really zoom out, what do I want my life to look like? So this is a time to be looking at those big, long-range goals. Okay, perfect. Taurus. In the month of March, your guidance, Spirit, show us the climate and how Taurus can navigate it to step into peace, joy, fulfillment, ease, abundance, for their highest good. Oh, Lord, I love to see that. Wow. Well, there you have it. You can see the Hierophant there and the Magician. Hey, and here you are, Page of Pentacles. Okay, so I want to offer you a little bit of a breakthrough here, Taurus. If you don't know how to do something yet, that's just an invitation to grow more. It's not a problem with you. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing incompetent about you if you are like unsure of how to move ahead on something. That just means, okay, I've got a little bit of learning to do, or maybe a little bit of inertia to overcome, maybe a little bit of a mirror to face. I'm hearing a few different things. So there are opportunities aplenty, but looking at your guidance card, the Eight of Swords there anchoring your reading, Spirit is asking you to look at what are the fears that are holding you back right now. What are the worries? What are the projections, the biases, all these thoughts, all these narratives that you have built up this little gate in front of yourself? It's important when you look at the Eight of Swords to notice that that woman is, you know, she's not, there are no armed guards preventing her from moving forward. The gate is itty bitty. It literally is fit just for her. if she moves this way or that way, a lateral move, and Spirit is using that phrase very like deliberately. So for any of you who might have been considering maybe a lateral move, this could be your confirmation. Making a lateral move, she can let go of pulling at her own hair, worry, pull off the blindfold, and choose a path and find her way. So here's your divine permission to stumble and fumble on your way to wealth, joy, success, establishment. These are the things that I'm hearing. You're coming through as the Page of Pentacles. This is a really great antidote for Eight of Swords energy, because the Page of Pentacles is that humble student that doesn't expect themselves to understand everything, that understands, I'm here to learn, I'm excited to learn, I'm very open. I feel like there is either a skill that you already have in your possession that if you work at it, like I'm hearing that, of course, these are general readings, Taurus, so it's different things for different Taurians, but there's a thematic thing here that applies. If there is like a skill that you used to do all the time, but you're a little bit rusty, but you feel like if I got back into that, I feel like I could do something with it. Yes, I'm hearing yes. And if you are someone who is like, I've been wanting to change career paths, but in order to change career paths, I need this certain skill set, or I need even this certain degree. I wouldn't always say that, but I see that here. So if that is something that is showing up for you, that looks very sensible. The Page of Pentacles is your protagonist card, your persona for this month. And then over here in the key position is the Taurus card, is the Hierophant, who jumped out of the deck when we first got started, along with the Eight of Pentacles. Now we have the 9 and the 10. When Spirit talks, Spirit talks. So if there are classes you want to take, if there's an order or organization you want to join, Spirit talked about your 11th house earlier. This is in addition to the house of long-term goals. It's the house of allies, organizations, community. It's actually the Aquarius house. It's related to Uranus. I can see why Spirit was bringing that up. So I do feel like there is a desire and a benefit to expanding past your own self-sufficiency. Sitting in the past, Nine of Pentacles, maybe you've been doing it on your own for a while. Maybe you have, this is like the successful self-employed person. This is, you know, the freelancer or the contractor or the landowner who is sitting quite pretty. I see you sitting with accomplishment. You have a ton of expertise. And I think that that's why there's maybe a little bit of discomfort of this idea of there's more or different that I want to do. And it means putting myself out there in a way that is less, like perceived as less empowered. Five of Wands, the present moment. A little bit of confusion, a little bit of like wanting to throw your hat in the ring, a little bit of conflict. Ask yourself what you want to be invested in. Ask yourself what you want to invest your time in. Because, for example, when I see the Five of Wands, sometimes I see that as like comment wars on social media. Like, is this a good use of my time? Is, you know, comparing myself to other people and their path a good use of my time? I think not. I think that there is an opportunity to get lost in the sauce, to spend time on the wrong things and the wrong people. And I think that that would be a shame, because there's a whole fuck ton of abundance and interest and creativity here in your spread. Five of Wands does tell me to tell you, throw your hat in the ring. Don't worry about comparing yourself or ranking yourself among the other people who are trying to do your thing, but do your thing, and you don't have to be perfect at it. I honestly, the future is 10 of Pentacles. So I see your money going up. I see your sense of security and protection and being well-resourced in a multitude of ways going up. And in particular, feeling like you have people around you that see you, that care about you, that shelter you in one way or another. This is a card of family and generations and legacy. So ask yourself where that fits into your life. You're building it up. Eight of Wands is sitting in the climate, the energy around you, lots of opportunities, lots of activity. So again, Eight of Swords, if you're telling yourself that the thing you want isn't necessarily available to you, I would say that this says that it is. And this says believe in yourself. And it says question your fears. You know, be doubtful of your doubts. Have conversations with them. Talk that shit out and see what actual conclusions you come to that might open some things up for you. Throw spaghetti at the wall and see what sticks. That's also what the Eight of Wands says. And then you have the Five of Wands in the present moment. Fuck around and find out. Allow yourself to not be mature at this thing that you're excited about trying or doing or talking about. Like wands are passion, right? You're the Page of Pentacles this month. You don't have to look like the king. You're allowed to be the student. There's a lot of freedom in letting yourself be the student. A lot of creativity becomes available to you when you allow yourself to be the student. And that's the Magician. A potential outcome. Coming up with an inspiring new way of doing things. A way of, again, as Spirit was referring to earlier, remixing. I have these skills and these experiences and these interests and these challenges. And what if I, was like a kid playing with blocks and I broke it down this way and I built it up that way? No, let me try it this way, do it that, and mess around with it until you see something that lights you up. There's a lot of passion and a lot of possibility in this reading. If there is a place that you want to get to, a rank that you want to get to, the Hierophant says you can get it. Are you willing to learn? Are you willing to practice some discipline? Are you willing to be a good student? We can up your money. We can up your wealth, your property. We can up your opportunities. And it's time to face your limitations. It's time to face places where maybe you might be holding yourself back. And that's good news. Good news. We don't want it to be other people that are necessarily holding us back. So it's though it may be disturbing, it's actually better when the call is coming from inside the house. Because look at the rest of your cards. Pretty brilliant and beautiful. So, Eight of Swords, look at your fears really closely and interact with them and fight against the inertia. If life wants to pull you back, like when you have to hit the brakes really hard in a car and you have to fight that inertia to come forward, it's going to be worth your time and it will probably come a lot easier than you think. Ample opportunities are out here. So probably even if you just mention your interest, you're going to get people sending you emails and offers. That's just what I'm hearing. So go for it, Taurus, by all means. How does that hit you? What are your thoughts? Like? Dislike? Hit that thing. Hit the button. Do it. Let me know. I really appreciate it when you do. It really helps the channel, and I love hearing your thoughts and feedback. I hope I will catch you, Taurus, at our weekend live, Saturday, 11 a.m. Central. I'll be there. Excited to chat with you. Until then, take care of yourself, Taurus. Bye-bye.